Hello guys, welcome to my first ever unboxing and slight review of First for Figure. So I've got with me today, that's just come through the post, a chic First for Figure. This isn't my first for Figure statue. This is probably about my 8th, but it will be my first, however, review, and I will be doing several other reviews on several other statues as we proceed through the year. The ones I've already got and ones that are coming out, because I'd like to start doing quite a few reviews on these because I think they're very, very good statues and I think they absolutely deserve to be praised. And also for collectors like me, it's quite difficult to come across very, very highly detailed pictures, if you will, or videos of the statue that I might be willing to buy if the statue looks like something I'd want to buy. So I'm gonna be doing an unboxing, a comparison with a smaller budgeted chic figure. I'm also just going to give you an overall long review on everything to do with First for Figure, the statue, the website that it comes from. I mean, I bought this off a third party, but I will be talking about the website. So let's just get straight into it. So first of all, I noticed that, bear in mind, this is quite an old statue now. This statue itself probably came out in I think about 2008. So this statue is quite old, nearly 10 years old, so it's not going to be as detailed as some of the newer statues that come out now. So I just want to point that out. This is an older, rarer statue, more expensive in some cases. I would like to add just before I start as well, this is not a mint figure. This is by far not mint. This has got some damage to the back of the figure and slight scuffles all around the box. So this is not mint. Just pretend the paintwork on the statue is perfect, because this one's not. So first of all, I'd like to talk about the box. I mean, normally this would come with a brown shipper that just looks like a cardboard box with a little picture of Chic on, saying what number your piece is, how many is in the box. So normally the quantity is 1, etc, etc. It'd just be basically a sleeve to protect the main art box, which is obviously good and a very, very good thought by First for Figure, because I'd be really, really, really pissed off if my box came to me and it looked like this, because this is damaged. But I bought it like this, so that's okay in this case, because I just wanted the figure just to put in my collection to say I've got it and just to show it off. But anyway, so I'll start with the front of the box. Very, very nice box, gloss finish, Ocarina of Time, Chic, beautiful front, main figure here, picture of Chic behind the actual Chic figure. So this is an actual, obviously edited version of what's inside the box, with a more detailed picture on the right hand side. So this is your Chic figure. This is approximately how big it is as well. So if I put my hand there, this figure itself is 9-inch collectible figure, which to me is a bit small, but also when it first came out was a lot more affordable for collectors, as opposed to the 1/4 statues, 1/4 statues that are coming out nowadays, which are going straight up to £500, $400, $600, you know, above what I'd be willing to pay unless I really, really want the figure. So the back of the figure is obviously another picture of Chic. The number here, which is 1085, which is the product number of the product, if you will. I think 1500 were bought out of these. So this is a very high number, which to me, again, doesn't matter. I just wanted to put it on my shelf rather than to resell it on to say I've got a mint figure, buy this for £400 more than what I paid for it, because I'm not collecting to do that. I'm collecting because I love Zelda. I have a Zelda sleeve, and I've got a massive Zelda collection behind me. That's not all of it. I've got another case that needs to go there with my figures in. So I'm not collecting it to do that, but if you are collecting it to do that, you will need to pay at least £400 to get a mint figure, to then keep it for 10 years, to then sell it on. So to me, it wouldn't be worth it anyway. So nice art box, really nice. And this side, on the other side, has very, very nice pictures of Chic, the head, a side pose of the harp, and a nice Chic symbol here, which is now obviously very popular because Breath of the Wild uses this symbol as a resemblance of certain things, the Sheikah Slate, the clan. So yeah, it's used quite heavily nowadays, but back then obviously wasn't used as much. Also on the box, you've got a nice little paragraph here to say who Chic is, where she comes from. Obviously, if you don't know, but you've not played Ocarina of Time, spoiler, if you want to fast forward the video now for about 10 seconds. Ocarina of Time. This is actually Princess Zelda in disguise after Ganondorf takes over her castle in Hyrule. She goes into hiding and approaches Link several times in the game dressed as Sheik and teaches him melodies that will make him warp and gives him guidance throughout the game in Ocarina of Time. So this is actually essentially Princess Zelda in disguise. So yeah, very nice box. I really do enjoy the art boxes that First 4 Figure bring out. To me, it's very pretty, very... If I put that on top of my shelf there, I would be more than happy to do that rather than put it in a corner, because it's a really shit box. They're all boxes by First 4 Figure. Our Zelda boxes are very nice and very presentable, and I personally wouldn't get rid of any of them, but a lot of people do get rid of them. So the first thing you notice when you open the box is actually how small the foam on the inside is. It's obviously, it being a very small box itself, the foam is also quite small, which holds the figure and stops it getting damaged in transit. But I always do enjoy First 4 Figure the fact that they take care of their figures, because obviously you're paying £200, £300 for these figures. So they do take care of the fact in transit. They appreciate that the people are very careless, don't so much like to look after what's yours and you paid a lot of money for. So, first things first, the foam is all as always, every First 4 Figure ever made and I've bought, foam is very thick, very, very robust, almost like rock. There is the authenticity card, which you can register online to say you've got this statue and it belongs to you. Nice little chic First 4 Figure indent in the foam. The foam, however, everything else, to me, is very small, because when you say a 9-inch figure, you don't expect it to be small. With the other, if this is my smallest First 4 Figure, if you have other First 4 Figures like Dark Link, Princess Zelda, you will know that the figures are very big. So when I bought this through the post, I was quite shocked to open it up and find out that this was my Sheik. Because I've ordered other little Zelda statues that are this big, and I thought, oh, that's going to be them. But never mind, either way, I'm still happy with the fact I've got it. Just opened the foam, and this is what is inside. So it's held into place very, very securely. Obviously by the other bit of foam as well, but I'm just holding it up with my fingers just in case it decides to take a tumble. So this is what it looks like inside the foam. First of all, I'll get the boring bit out of the way and I will talk about the base. The base to me, and I noticed this one just before I was buying it, the base actually to me looks like it's been cut in half. It's not circular, it's a very weird shape base. It's got a very nice gravelly sort of finish on it, as you can see, with 3 crystals around it. I'm actually guessing, but I've not played Ocarina of Time in quite some time, I'm going to guess that this is what Sheik was standing on at some point and playing the harp when Link goes into the Temple of Time. Sheik pops up, guessing that this is what she was standing on, or something like this anyway, as I can't remember seeing this in the game, so that is a very, very basic guess, which is very bad for me being a massive Ocarina of Time fan. But either way, the base, basic but nice, is my opinion. Looks like it's been cut in half. The cut in half finish is actually not jagged at all. It's very smooth all the way around the statue, which is good. Right, onto the back. Back, it's got some very, very nice material on it. It's almost soft like a teddy bear. This is on all the bottom of, well, most First 4 Figures. If it's not furry, it's some form of plastic or hard material. And this has First 4 Figure on the bottom of it there, as you can see very nicely, with their logo. This is limited to 2,500 pieces, which is very nice to say what number you have out of how many. So this was actually 2,500, which is a lot more than I thought it was. But either way, nowadays, obviously, people get rid of the box, people get rid of the shipper, people get rid of the statues themselves, or they break, they smash. People just don't want them anymore and bin them, which I have seen, which is quite baffling. Yeah, but this is very nice. There's the number there, 1085. She says what statue you've got. Official seal of Nintendo, so it is an official Nintendo product, because Nintendo and First 4 Figure are partners. They do make several other Nintendo figures, such as Mario, Pikmin, I think they're thinking of making. Bayonetta, I think they're thinking of making. So they do actually own, they do actually make quite a lot of Nintendo products, even though there is already a lot of Nintendo products out there, such as the World of Nintendo Big Link up there, and we've got some Figmas, some Nintendroids, and all sorts. So Nintendo do have a lot of stuff already out, Zelda-wise, but these, in my opinion, are by far the best statues, best looking statues that you will get. They do cost an arm and a leg, so if you can't afford them, I'm going to show you an alternative in a second. So this is Sheik herself, very nice. very small, which I'm okay with. I'm not overly keen with the smaller figures. I do like bigger figures now. I've been spoilt with them, and I've had to go back to buy a smaller figure. But overall, very nice statue. Basically, it looks like what she looks like in the game, so you can't complain, really. Very nice detail. She's even got some little tapes on her hands as she's playing the harp, obviously. There is her harp. There's the Sheik symbol there. Obviously, the fringe is perfect. The fact that only one of her eyes is showing is perfect. I've just noticed as well, which I didn't actually notice before, just behind her fringe here, don't know if you can see that, but she actually does have another eye. So they've even paid detail behind her other eye, which to me is very detailed. It's even got underneath the shoulder pads here, it goes all the way under, and actually you can see the paintwork underneath her arm, which is very good. Very good statue. Obviously, these are where she slots into the base. That's about it for the front. The arms are very well placed, very nice, very good paint job, considering this is nearly 10 years old now, bear in mind. Now, the back actually does have damage on it, which is why I bought it for the price I did. Normally, there'd be £400, you know, up to ridiculous prices with other First figures. But this one's actually not mint. I knew it wasn't mint. The box isn't mint, and the figure itself is not mint. As you can see, it's got some paintwork issue here on the bum. And a little bit on the arm here, but it's going to be facing forward anyway, so I'm not really overly bothered. I bought it to show off. I bought it to put in the stand and put in a new case. I didn't buy it to resell or scalp or anything. I bought it for me. I bought it because I wanted it, and I bought it to say I've got this now in my First figure collection and my Zelda collection. Right, so to me, that doesn't really overly bother me. So I'm now going to place her in a stand. Very easily goes in. Might want to push her feet down a little bit, as the figure, I did notice, does wobble quite some bit. I mean, it won't matter when it's flat on a surface, but holding it like this, I'm actually going to have to hold it like this because I'm afraid that I'm going to drop her. So, goes into the base really nicely, really well. I'll do a slow-mo spin right by the camera so you can actually see how nice this figure is. It is a really nice figure, quite well made. Obviously, it's not going to be as highly detailed as the other ones, and I'm not sure if all figures wobble or it's just mine. But either way, that is a little bit disappointing for me because it means I'm now going to have to be extra careful. So, overall, really nice statue. Obviously, like I keep saying, not as detailed as the newer ones, but still nice nevertheless. So, there's the box. Sheik, Ocarina of Time, official seal on the top as well, nothing on the bottom, no blank bottom. Yeah, overall very nice statue, I'm quite pleased with that. But this actually set me back, a damaged one actually set me back £250, so that is a hefty price to pay for a figure that is damaged. These are getting rarer and rarer, not these particularly. Older figures in general are getting quite rare.